All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to class. Now, this is manifestation mastery. Today's lesson is about the illusion of, I'm sorry, the money and job paradox. I'm going to show you why you never needed a job. I'm going to show you why you never needed a business. And I'm going to show you an easier way to make money. All right, so first step is knowing that you never needed a job. Why, you ask? I have a story for that. So, the other day I was walking around the G, right? And, it was two dudes, what I'm saying, down the street. And from where I was standing, they looked extremely close to each other, right? Like, dude was like right in front of him, like they was finna fight type shit. And I'm like, damn, they finna, you feel me? But as I got closer, as I kept walking, I realized that they was diagonally in front of each other talking. So what am I saying here? Well, if you use your mind, and with your mind you take that walk, you'll realize that what you've been told or what you've been practicing your whole life is not true. What do I mean by that? Well, how do you make money? Through what? Your job or your business, right? But if your job or your business and the money are the two men that appear to be so close, but they actually not close, let alone I'll use an example, what if they wasn't even diagonally, you know what I'm saying? What if um one dude was one place and the other dude was all the way down there? So what am I saying? Give me a second. So this is you, right? For my ladies, you know what I'm saying? For my ladies, I guess so, but you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Hold on. It's a little bow. You know what I'm talking about? Alright. But that don't matter, right? Oh no. It don't matter. Alright. So this is you. Alright. And you have a job, right? For hmm for the sake of me not being able to draw, we're gonna make this more simple. Say you have a job in your hand, in your possession. You have a business and or. You understand? Right. Now, okay, that's how you start. Then this is you, you know, you go to that job, right? You go to that job. You walk inside the place where you work the job. You go inside the place where you work the business or you have the business. You understand? You go into that place, right? Okay, right. And then from that comes the money, right? But like I said, it's not as close as you think. So what you must understand is that two powerful things that you have is your logic and your emotions. Another thing is that you have to be familiar with the conscious and the subconscious and the relationship that they have. Meaning, if you go to my Think and Grow Rich reading session, you will understand what I'm talking about when it comes to auto suggestion. you will understand that if you give an idea to your subconscious mind repetitively, then you can make whatever true or false, or you can make anything anything. That is how you achieve your dreams. Well, what does that mean, Charm? Well, what I'm saying is that, well, also you have to understand that there is no such thing as birth or death, meaning that before you were even born, you were already alive. Even before your parents had sex, you were alive. So, therefore, the fact that you came into a world where this idea is practiced, that you work a job, you have a business, you make money, is a lie for several reasons. It's not true, it's only repetized. You are God anyway, so you made this world. And then you have to understand that money is not money. See, the dollar bills that y'all have, it's not money. Money does not exist, for it is what is up under money that makes it money. I hope you're keeping up with me. So, what is the essence that will be under that? You, the I am, your mind. So, therefore, anything could be money if you repetize it enough. So, let me give you an example. If you repetize it enough and you started this whole process over everything I just said, and you came into the world again, this right here, this chair, could be money. So therefore, you could work a business, and you could work a job, and you will be getting paid in chairs, because a chair is not a chair. A chair is money. Have you ever heard Lauryn Hill? And this is in my wealth book, by the way. Have you ever heard of Lauryn Hill? Her famous saying and song, "Everything is everything." This is what you must know. So therefore, money is not money. So since that's the case, watch this. Excuse me. So, since money is not money, that means that a job is not a job, a business is not a business, right? Meaning that, and it's so crazy because I used to say that, man, it was a waste of time going to school because I ain't never, you feel me? They taught us a lot of stuff that we don't use. Hold on, that we don't use. But as I went through my spirituality, I actually realized that I do use mathematics a lot. So check me out, all right? So we finna turn it into a mathematical equation using variables and stuff. So you got this, right? Remember, this is you. This is you having the job. And before that, you just you. You just you. Then it's you with the job and with the business. Then it's you going to the job and to the business and you receiving the money. But if you was to if you was to take all of this away, what's left? You, right? So that means that the equation that you just had also equals this equation, which is you. Hold on. You equals the money. So when you go in your wallet, you go in your purse, you pull out these bills and everything. I want you to take a look at those bills, and I want you to realize that it's actually you, and you give it the power that you do. If you was to pull that power back, imagine it as if you were literally like a, I don't know, a laser or something. Like the laser was coming and placing that energy. That's what it is. That's the better word. Energy. The energy, you're placing it on that bill, and that is what makes it what it is, meaning that it is the exchange of value, and that is what you use to receive things. So if you go in the gas station and you get some chips, you think it's the bill, but it's you. And if you focus on that and repetize that, your life shall change, ladies and gentlemen. That is all I have to say. Class is over.